We are about to witness a global spectacle unlike literally anything in human history. Welcome to This Explainer. I've got to tell you, I am absolutely fascinated and honestly deeply curious about the 2026 World Cup. I mean, this isn't just another tournament. It's a sprawling, impossibly complex puzzle that's going to test the absolute limits of human endurance, tactical brilliance, and sheer logistical planning. We're going to decode exactly what it takes to conquer the biggest sporting event ever created. 104. Just let that sink in for a second. That is the mind-boggling total number of matches that'll be played in this tournament. It's a figure that completely, fundamentally rewrites the scale of international football. To put that into perspective, we're talking about a massive expansion from the 64 games we are also used to. It's an unprecedented marathon, and it changes absolutely every single calculation for the teams involved. And that staggering spike in matches, well, it's driven entirely by this. 48 competing teams. We've officially jumped from 32 to 48 nations. This alone turns the 2026 tournament into an absolute logistical and tactical behemoth. We're getting more teams, a wildly wider variety of playing styles, and totally new paths to the final. Suddenly, predicting a winner isn't just about who has the flashiest starting 11, it's about who can physically survive a tournament of this sheer magnitude. Okay, let's dive into this, the biggest World Cup ever. To truly understand what these squads are up against, we really have to look at the severe physical toll. I mean, this tournament spans 3 massive host nations, the United States, Canada, and Mexico. We are talking about matches scattered across 16 different cities. That means multiple time zones, shifting altitudes, and drastically different climates from game to game. And add to that the introduction of a brand new round of 32. To actually lift the trophy, a team has to survive 8 matches now, instead of 7. The travel distances alone are going to cause immense fatigue. Honestly, making it through this is going to be a true marathon where managing rest and sport science might literally be just as crucial as whatever tactical formation you put on the pitch. Which brings us to the draw and distractions. Even before a single ball is kicked, the off-pitch spectacle surrounding this event is massive, starting right out of the gate with the group draw. Held over in Washington, D.C., with the star-studded lineup of celebrities and athletes, it is generating an unprecedented level of noise. U.S. President Donald Trump's confirmed attendance has definitely added to the sheer scale of the event. And when asked about the president potentially joining a trophy celebration, U.S. manager Mauricio Pochettino offered a perfectly pragmatic take. He simply noted, "For sure, I will give him the trophy. That is America." It perfectly highlights the incredible media circus and relentless distractions that managers and players are going to have to somehow tune out if they want to stay focused on the prize. Shifting our fascination back to the pitch, Europe's big 3 favorites. So we really have to ask, who actually has the tools, the depth, and the discipline to survive this gauntlet? The data points pretty heavily toward the European heavyweights, setting up some incredible tactical clashes. On one side, you've got France. They boast sheer speed, deep experience from back-to-back World Cup finals, and an endless array of elite attackers. I'm talking Kylian Mbappe, Ousmane Dembélé, Bradley Barcola. They can bypass your entire midfield and hurt you on the counter in an absolute heartbeat. But then on the other side, you have Spain, our reigning European champions. Their entire game is built on suffocating technical midfield control, with brilliant young talents like Lamine Yamal and Pedri, anchored by the flawless distribution of Rodri. Spain dictates the tempo and just exhausts their opponents by keeping the ball. It's a fantastic matchup, explosive direct power versus methodical rhythmic control. And then, of course, there's England. They're arriving with immense momentum and genuine belief. Under Thomas Tuchel, they just pulled off a flawless qualifying run. 8 wins out of 8 and 0 goals conceded, which is wild. With world-class players like Harry Kane and Jude Bellingham leading a really versatile, deep squad, the expectation is totally palpable. Tuchel's tactical pragmatism might actually be exactly what is needed for grueling tournament football, but the pressure is incredibly high for the 3 Lions to finally convert this momentum into their first major trophy in 60 years. But can anyone break that European dominance? Let's look at the South American heavyweights. The contrast between these 2 South American titans is absolutely fascinating. Argentina is rolling in as the defending champions, right? They've got this settled, highly confident squad still largely centered around Lionel Messi's leadership, alongside guys like Julian Alvarez and Enzo Fernandez. They possess that invaluable muscle memory of how to navigate the intense pressure cooker of a World Cup final. Conversely, Brazil represents something remarkably different this cycle. Under Carlo Ancelotti, they've developed a surprisingly disciplined new defensive structure. They're highly organized at the back now, using that as a rigid foundation while still unleashing the elite, chaotic attacking quality of Vinicius Jr. and Rafinha up top. It's proven championship pedigree going toe-to-toe with a dangerous, revitalized defensive powerhouse. Now, what's really interesting about this next slide is data, odds, and dark horses. How does all this subjective analysis actually measure up against the hard numbers? I am totally fascinated by this data. The Opta supercomputer actually ran 10,000 simulations of the entire tournament. It factored in team strength, recent form, and the grueling path through this new expanded bracket. And guess what? It mathematically crowned Spain as the pre-tournament favorite, winning 16.1% of the time. France is sitting right behind them at 13%, with England at 11.2%. The computer clearly heavily values Spain's balanced squad and their unique ability to just control the pace, which saves crucial physical exertion across those taxing 104 matches. And if we translate the complex betting odds from places like DraftKings and Polymarket into clear percentage probabilities, you can see just how incredibly tight the race at the very top truly is. France and Spain are practically neck and neck, hovering right around that 16 to 17% mark. England, Portugal, and Argentina are all grouped up in that 9 to 11% window. What this tells us is that despite expanding to 48 teams, the market fundamentally believes the ultimate winner is still going to come from a very concentrated pool of elite, established footballing nations. But hey, what about the outsiders? In a tournament this chaotic, the dark horses actually have a unique opportunity to thrive. Portugal brings this remarkably deep, creative midfield, guys like Bruno Fernandes and Vitinha, who can unpick the tightest defenses. The Netherlands brings a massive physical defensive block, making them incredibly tough to break down in knockout games. Then you've got Norway, armed with the literal generational striking power of Erling Haaland. I mean, the guy only needs half a chance to completely alter a game. Morocco already proved their elite defensive organization by reaching the semis back in 2022, and they are even more experienced now. Plus, Colombia is riding high on incredibly dangerous Copa America form, playing with this fearless intensity. Any of these teams have the specific tactical discipline or isolated superstar power to completely disrupt the bracket and send a major favorite packing early. So, bringing it all together, the formula for winning. Looking at all of this, the tactical analysis, the supercomputer data, the complex geography, what does it actually take to lift the trophy in New Jersey on July 19th? Consider this your 2026 survival guide. In a 48-team marathon spanning a massive continent, just having a brilliant starting 11 is literally not enough anymore. You absolutely must have deep squad rotation. The drop-off from your starters to your bench can't be huge because those bench players are going to have to start matches. Superior travel and fatigue management are infinitely more crucial now. Teams that handle shifting time zones and erratic climates best will gain a massive physiological edge. And in tight, exhausting knockout games where legs are heavy, elite goalkeeping and flawless set-piece execution are so often what separates the winners from the losers. Finally, tactical flexibility. Just the raw ability to suffer, adapt, and win ugly when your primary game plan completely falls apart. We've looked at the massive scale, the heavyweight favorites, the predictive data, and the absolute grueling physical demands of this brand new format. With 48 teams, 104 matches, and countless variables spread across 3 massive countries, the stage is set for the most complex, demanding tournament in history. So I'll leave you with this. Which nation will perfectly balance world-class talent, deep squad resilience, and sheer physical endurance to conquer the biggest World Cup we have ever seen? Who is going to solve the ultimate football puzzle? Keep a close eye on these teams as they gear up and stay endlessly curious. Thanks for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.